How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the Dr. MC Hour. The common sense hour that nobody has no more. No more. No more. Phil Collins, no more. No more. What we're looking at is birth control. And as you can see by looking at the list underneath birth control, is obviously what? Side effects. Right? So we got side effects. Alright. Because I was talking to somebody earlier, and it was a young lady, and she was talking about being obese. You know, and how certain doctors are, they just, like we've been saying, they just give you more pills. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8 side effects of birth control. Why is birth control, why? Well, for one, you know, X is what we'll call it, was made up at one point in time to the parents to teach their children about a regenerative thing. You know, and over time, the schools are formed and your government starts implementing, you know, courses on certain things, you know, and it's all about X, though. This society is all about X. It's all about that word right there. And see, the more young women that are on this, the more symptoms that they're going to display, then the more they're got to go back to this person, to the ship, to the captain. Well, to some of his people on the ship. Because see, whenever you know, I'm looking into some of this stuff because her thing was the weight gain. It's the weight gain. You know, and I said, listen to me. I said, I'm nobody. And I said, but the inside of us, I said, we're not taught that, you know, the more that we damage the inside of ourselves and we don't know what we're doing, the more that our organs will say, this is your heart. The more the heart has to pump, it has to work. It's overcompensating for everything around it. Not just that, if it's not the weight problem, then it's the modified substances that we introduce into our anatomy that creates irregular pump through the heart, regular rhythms, you know, and it's all by design. But when we're looking at birth control, it's like, you know, when we see the television, it's all about that word right there. You know, Beyonce, you know, Cardi B, you know, that's what the United States, you know, one of them was Lady of the Year or something, Woman of the Year. Who was it? Cardi B. You know, it's not somebody that's like, hey, you know, this black or white or brown person, woman, man, you know, did something good for humanity to really help them out. No, it's more about selling this. Because once you get a lot of the females on this birth control right here, then they're going to be having more of this. Then there's going to be more of this that comes, especially more of this. More of the weight gain. Because the obesity is the number one problem. Weight gain is the number one problem on earth right now. And I don't know any obese people that don't take medication. That's including men. But, you know, what's the problem then? If we're identifying something with the side effects, because just from looking at this, you know, guys, it's just, guys are lucky. Because this right here, this sounds like a lot of sacrificing just to have some fun. You know, that's a lot of risking having spotting, thinning of the uterus, missing periods. See, when you miss periods from birth control, women, let me tell you something. The moon is connected to you. Your whole cycle coincides with the moon. So when it's thrown off, then your whole connection is severed. We're connected to these luminaries. That's why they're called luminaries, and they are. It's what they are. So when you miss the period, then it's just like going over there and plugging something in. It's on. Just unplug it. Because in this society, my favorite hero, which is whoever one of those fake people on TV are, they're pushing, let's have sex, get divorced, and all that. So I've got to do it. They're doing it. It's fun. Screw the world. And then I get, young one, parents. I mean, it's sad that parents have to make a decision of, I know they're going to have this all the time, so I might as well go ahead and put them on it. But see, and then it opens up to the door to venereal diseases, which is the main kicker. The more X going on, the more VD, the more of this, the more they go to the hospital, to the doctors, the more they go to them. And it's a racket. All in the name of, breast tenderness, that's excess water. Extreme libido. Like, either you're going to have more sex or you ain't going to have none. So why can't we be right here in the middle to where it's or right that and turn that around to where it's no? Then we don't deal with none of it. But not in this society. Got to go out and waste all of your fluids and everything. Especially this. They get us in every direction. But the weight gain. And then nausea and cramps. That's some serious side effects, but it's not as serious as the migraines. Then you got to take medicine for migraines. Then you got to take medicine for nausea and the cramps. Then you got to take medicines because you're just a straight up bitch. All your girlfriends are telling you, bitch, you what's wrong with you? It's like, hey, girl, this is new birth control medicine. So when we combine all this, how many of you women, if you're watching this, how much of just these side effects have you displayed from your birth control? Because I know there's something out there that's natural. You've been taken out of everything. And the more that's introduced into your brain, right here, the more that, this is not natural. Just going out and just, listen, I want to be real for a minute. I was a very horrible person to women, the old Matt, not this Matt. We were raised and we feed off of environment. That's what we do. And when the environment is designed to just do this all the time, that's what's going to happen. And there's going to be consequences that follow from this. And to you young folks, if you're young listening to this, you better slow your roll on that shit. All that stuff on TV is meant to destroy you. You don't want to ruin something that is very sacred. I don't care if you're gay, straight, trans, whatever. Quit ruining something that is sacred. This is something that is a private matter. And your country, which is the Roman Empire now, has made it mandatory that this is everywhere, because the television, social media, everything is pushing this more than anything. The commercials, and it's like a guy on Facebook said, Facebook friend, he said, don't you want that kind of environment? Look, it's a private manner. Doesn't matter what you prefer, but there's more things to life than being straight, gay, tranny, and all that, and being out in public. And however, what used to make me sick in high school and junior high? It wasn't no gay people. It wasn't no crazy shit. It was the couple that was always holding hands, always over there kissing on each other, always just sucking face. And it would make you sick, But it was, well, Matt, they was expressing their, no, listen, we're not taught to be professional in certain ways and to be moral and to have manners, because we're thrown into a system that wants you to fail in every direction, including the women. Think about how many women are overweight because of the birth control. I'm serious. Just think about what if it was just rubbers? You know, seriously. Think about how much money is generated through that. Just through that. You know, because this is what I did. I Googled something, mania, hypomania, symptoms of it, increased energy. Well, if I'm eating modified foods and taking prescription pills and drinking beer and watching TV all the time, not doing hardly anything, I'm going to have some increased energy at times because my whole system's messed up. So I will display that. Just like from taking this, you're going to display that. Difficult sleeping. I guarantee you, if you're, having this, this, you're not sleeping. Talking fast, I'm pretty sure if you're geared up to get it on, let's get it on, you're going to be talking fast. You're going to have episodes where you're up and down. Easily distracted, highly overconfident. See, this is insane. I wish I could have somebody to help me that knows a lot about technology to where we could put stuff together and we'll go through and rip apart every one of them and their side effects. Risky behavior. What does this mean? When people take those medicines, it is risky behavior because it continues to kill them. Taking this is a risk because of this. Do you see what I mean? Displaying anger, irritability, migraines, don't mess with me. Nausea and cramps. Oh, just leave me alone. So, when we're looking at something, except for some of the feminine stuff right here, you're looking at, because hypomania is there whether you want it or not. My whole point is depending on if you're masculine or feminine, we can go through and look and see how that these diagnoses, which are fake, they're designed around, the destruction of us because they want women to have more sex at such a younger age so they can pump the same chemicals. Here it is. I was telling a mom goes, I'm under the impression that the birth control chemicals is probably the same stuff they have in the vaccines. And I said, now you're thinking. What do you think's giving all of the children, all this stuff at such a young age? It's these shots. See, they get these shots and nothing will happen for years and years, and then it just creeps up, and then you've got these people that have gone to the universities, which is it's a made-up thing based off the destruction of us. Everything can be cured. It's like now, everybody rushing out and getting those vaccines and stuff because they're going to track us down eventually, those of us that refuse, and everything's going to stop, and they're going to say, we got to shut it all down, it's infected, because the Walking Dead will come to life. I'm working on 7 years away from that nonsense because it's the same symptoms: alcoholism, this, increased energy, difficult sleeping, talking fast, easily distracted, highly overconfident, risky behavior, displaying anger, same. It's tied into the same thing. And it's a product of what I consumed. It's not that I couldn't handle it. It's my soul and my spirit said no. No, it never did. To sit there and to where I'm at now and to look at a bottle with people's names on it, with numbers, with chemicals on the inside, and people look at each other and say, this is the Lord's medicine. It's Satan. This is Satan. And when we look at this, we're looking at the female reproductive system. Here's my thing, ladies. Why weren't you taught more about this than anything? You know what I'm saying? Wonder why. I'm sure you learned some, but see, Do you see this right here? Internal anatomy. This is the ram. This is Aries. They don't want you to know that. Isn't that wild as shit? How that is a ram inside of you. That's raw. They don't want you to know that. If you knew all these words, how many of you women out there don't even know any of the words? Isn't that bad? How women produce life and they allow women to get so strung out on crack and prescription pills that they lose their families in a free country where billionaires make billions of dollars. And Christians can't even look at that and go, you know, that does make sense. No, because their imagination is, hopefully I can get that rich one day, or, well, this is where I am in life. I'm going to stay right here because this is Jesus' world. No. It goes back into the muscular system, the circulatory, the endocrine, the skeletal, the male and female system. We're not taught about things, so we have to depend on man like animals depend on us to feed them. And now we depend on people who have learned a medical industry based off the demise of human beings, when we was never meant to be born in structures with 5G and all this technology around babies and then to be popped out and come here, stab them. Oh, it's for their better good. And everybody's so nasty that they have accepted the lie of, yeah, well, you can just eat whatever you want. Your career means that you're smarter than everybody. And they've bid it. Hook, line, and sinker. The Roman Empire is Satan, which owns this fucking country. And people that are doing the mask are complying to Satan. Okay, let me say this. This is a cavity. Okay? When we're looking at mystic shit and secret society shit, the color black represents Saturn and Mars is red. Yellow the sun. And what I am, I've been given a name from my skin of my color is white. And black, brown. But truthfully, we're all beings. And we're spirits sent here from God, Christ, to do a job. Okay? And we've accepted lies. We've accepted lies because it's like the black people around me in my corner, the ones in hiding, that's researching stuff, not hiding, but you know what I'm saying. They'll tell you, I'm only black according to man that has given me that. Because, see, they create this, it's Saturn is what it is. This is Saturn coming, Nazism, SS, and the Brotherhood of Saturnalia. It's black. It's, that's the color assigned to death. It's what it is. But it's insane to see people rooting something on that is Satan, that has nothing to do with color or race or anything, only world division, population control, slaughter everybody because we own the world, because I'm the Roman emperor. We are beings. Those are terms created in order to keep us at chaos with each other. And everybody accepts it. Well, since I'm white, the white man on TV can't lie to me. Since I'm black, the black man on TV can't lie to me. I've researched, I know. It's like, yeah, y'all ain't researched shit. You're all wrong. It's all a lie. When you find out you're not moving, and then you really see, wait a minute, they outlawed what saved my life and glorified alcohol, what almost killed me. And here in America, this is the average American, how stupid that we are. They will not even water a drop of what has transpired in my life against what we're going through. So I know it's over. When they can't see that we're not taught this stuff. You're taught to pay money, to go take poison, and to comply, and to fucking obey. And you better have a lot of sex too while you're doing it. See, they're going to make it to where they're going to allow children to, because we're all going to be shut down eventually in time. Scratch that. Before I get off of here, the 223 that we keep seeing, for those of y'all that's following along, listen to me. Slowly start. I don't really know what. I've mentioned this before, and I've talked to some other people, but we've got to start preparing if we make it to 2023, because that's a big number, guys. From the end of Black History Month, that's another thing too. To Barack's birthday is 22 weeks and 3 days, 223. From Kobe's birthday till his death, 22 weeks and 3 days, 223. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. But I had seen a couple of posts from some spirit brothers of mine, Black, talking about. He said every day is Black History Month, Black History Year, and all that shit. And it's been brought up around the circle that I'm in. And it's to hear something we don't ever pay attention to it. And it's like, wait a minute. What do you mean Black History Month? What does that mean? What is that? Is that another trap? Because you'll get it to where it's white, black, whatever. Well, it's to celebrate. Celebrate what? We're out of that. That's past, but we're out of it. We're celebrating. It's just like Mother's Day. Every day's Mother's Day. It's like Christmas Day. Christ, that's the big day, right? But every day we're supposed to live like that. But yet the country, your own country has made it, sort of like how women can't vote. Wait a minute, I thought we were free. Wait a minute, you outlawed a plant? So we're free in a communist dictatorship already. Yeah. See, I can't take what's legal, but the Christians will say obey the laws of the land, man. It's like it's Satan. You're taking pills that are poisons that's corrupted your temple. Women are taking this shit right here and it's corrupting all this. And it keeps happening. We have been forced into obesity, addictions, and everything. Our families have been ripped apart and you can't even see it. We are so divided because of a fucking television. Raw deal. And careers. Yeah, image. Everything carnal, that's why we're in this situation. And everybody right now is going to do everything they can to hold on to it. And I'm going to do everything to keep fucking fighting. Because I love you.